This is my deck profile for Vegas. I played Buu. Maybe it doesn't matter. I always play on this side. I got 12th on Friday and 9th on Saturday, so I didn't do too bad. Overall, all my matches are pretty easy except for just the ones I lost, obviously. But let's get into the deck. So obviously, we play 4 2s and 4 4s. These are the key parts for your deck. These are the ones that you go up the chain the fastest. For the 5s, you don't really go up the chain. You don't really go up those until turn 3. So these are your turn 2 play. We're gonna go 3 of each of the 5s. Again, the permanent makes it so they're not as good, but they do show up. They do come up enough. So as long as you see one in the drop area, just charge the rest. It doesn't really matter. It did win me a couple games because I wanted to go in for the double strike with this one. But other than that, they did pretty well. I might drop them down to 2, but yeah. For the 6s, I play 4 and 2. Obviously, this is the key part of the deck. It's makes your opponent not draw ever. This card makes Paragus bad. So I might drop this down to 3 because I did see it way too much. But honestly, it's never bad to see them. And then for these are for my. This is just a good set card if I already have one on board. If I have the other sets on board, because I can just warp it. I can send it to my drop and warp away one of my opponent's big pieces when they play it. So it keeps me alive longer. And 2 is a good number for them. They never really come up. For your 1-drops, you play 4 Bobbidis and 3 Buus. These honestly are the worst card in the deck. You just really it's your turn 1 play if you don't have Mass Hand. And then these are for your turn 2 full combo. And there's not really much to explain. This is honestly the key part of the deck. Mimicry doesn't do too much. This is honestly more important because Mimicry still does cost 2, and it needs to be in your drop area. This you can just have in hand, pitch it. Sometimes you don't even play the 2-drop Buu. You go into Pui Pui or Deborah. It gets you a lot more aggro turn 2. Also swing with these. A lot of people don't swing with these. Actually swing with them. They're free. I play one of the 3s. This comes up way more often than you think it would. In early matchups, it gives you an extra swing with the 2-drop. In matches against Hatchak, it gave me an extra triple strike with my 6-drop Buu in 1 turn. And I play this instead of the secret because the secret is bad in this deck. Don't play the secret. I play 2 Pui Puis and 2 Deborahs. I did an even split just for consistency's sake for a good game 1s against opponents. This is good against Piccolo. This is good against everything else. All in all, they did come up, but I really did side these out most of the time. So you don't need to main them, but they're nice to have.
It's okay.
1 Black Massan. This is for Self-Awakening and for Red-Green Surge Broly. Because they play the Nappa Super Combo, and it plays itself as a mandatory effect, so they always have to pitch 2. So this card's insane, and it gets you to 4. Why I need to go to 4? I'll show you in a second. It's for extra cards. Best cards in the deck, 3 Turtles and 2 Hatchak. If I could, I'd bump this up to 4, but seeing these every single game is what really wins you the game. Yeah, the Buu chain's really nice, helps you go up, but this helps you pitch extra cards, it helps you reshuffle things back into the deck, and overall, they just help with every single matchup. The Hatchaks are the secondary effect for the play from the drop area. Actually helps more against actual Hatchak matchup because they try to mill you out. But just having these, because it's not once per turn, you can just keep doing it. And yeah, they're really, really good. For super combos, I played 2 Bibbidi and 2 Trunks. Honestly, I might switch to 3-1 because the Bibbidis are a lot more helpful. But getting the extra draw early and seeing it as an actual 10, a solid 10 against U7, this does help you win games. Like, this is how I won 2 of my matches against U7, is because they were 10s no matter what, even if they did victory strike me. For extra cards, I only play 8. I play 3 Power Burst. Oh, look at that Judge. 3 Mimicries and 2 Super Kamehamehas. for Power Burst, obviously, you want some kind of negate early to try and get your Bobbities back. But most of the time, if you see it too early, you just charge it, so you don't want to see too many, so I just kept it at 3. For Mimicry, it is your worst extender. Yeah, it's good because it's a plus 15 and you can get it lets you get a 2-drop back from your drop area, but because it costs 2 and you still have to like pay cost and pitch 1, it's not as good as a lot of people think it is, so I just kept it at 3. And the best extra card I play is Super Kamehameha. So this is the reason why I won every single one of my red matchups. If they try to topo me, or if they try to play Vegeta the Cruel, not Vegeta the Cruel, the Draft Box Vegeta, because it reads in hand, it reduces cost. You can still Super Kamehameha them. So if they play topo, they still neg 2, and they don't lose, and you don't get the lockdown effect. So these are insane. And for the side, I play a really weird side. So first card is 2 of these. These are awful. I never saw them. I'm taking them out as soon as I can. Yeah, it helps in the mirror because it gets rid of their 2-drops. But overall, this card doesn't help in any match at all. So just don't play it. 2 Onslaughts. These are mainly for like against decks that play bigger threats, like the ape baby. Because it kind of stops me doing a lot of my plays. So what I would do is if I'm awakened, I swing, just combo this and absorb the 6-drop. And just because of that effect, it's really good. Also, the plus 10 goes to anything, so that's why it's better in general. I play 2 Heavenly Wizard Demigra, again for the baby matchup, for baby and for Surge Broly, because they turbo out their 30Ks super fast. So you can just get them, you can get rid of it the next turn and make them lose a lot more resources. 2 Dark Banisher Foos. These are for it's for Piccolo and for U7, just because they use a lot more effects than you think they would. So in their defense, they have to burn more cards, and against for Topo, they have to warp 1 for the counterplay and pitch a card for the counterplay cost, and then for the resolve the auto, they also have to neg another card. So it's a neg 3 for them to kind of stop your play, which is a lot, which is really good. I play 2 more Super Kamehameha and 1 more Power Burst. The 1 more Power Burst is for Gohan, my worst matchup. In my honest opinion, I'm gonna swap out a couple of these side deck cards for more negates, but this is the max I was able to play, and these again are just for topos. I play 1 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. So these are my 1-ofs in my side deck. Again, they are all super situational. These 2 are mainly for these 3 are mainly for Hatchak. This one is for Gohan again, or like things where I want to kill them basically turn 1. I mean turn 2. So my turn 2 full combo, if I do full combo, and I have this on top, it's a lot. It's a really safe play, and 2, if I really need to kill them, they really can't stop that. A lot of people don't see it coming, and it's insane. So overall, I think all my matches did really well. The hardest match is obviously Gohan, just because if you don't kill him fast enough, you auto lose because you don't have negates. And yeah, shout out to Eric Ramirez and Nick Cifuentes for getting me all these cards, and they helped me play test and got the deck to where it is today. Shout out to Dalen Mack, because that was a really fun event, and even though I didn't play in it, it was really fun. And yeah, that's it. Thanks.